down to 30 pieces of incense. When I get it down to 20, then I will have 10 of each kind and I can go back and forth. I spend a lot of time thinking. Let me tell you about the weird machinations of the inside of my brain. I'm always trying to figure out why I think the way I think, why I act the way I act, why I do the things that I do. I am deeply analytical, deeply self-analytical, have a real strong pull to just try to understand who I am as a person. I'm an introvert. I'm a 5 on the Enneagram personality thingy. And those things help me to have moments where I'm like, oh, that's why I do those. That's why I do that thing, or that's why I think that thought. But, you know, you can't put yourself in any kind of particular box. I am me. I am unique. There's no other me. There's no other person on the planet like me. There's no other person on the planet like you. And so we can kind of put ourselves into these little psychological boxes. But we're more than the little psychological box. And we're always changing. So for example, the older I get, the more me I become. The more you become. The older I get, the things that I love even more. The things that I'm passionate about, I become even more passionate about. And the things that I don't like, I dislike even more. And I wonder if that's why we have the saying that you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. I mean, I don't think that's 100% true, because the more I understand who I am as an individual, the more I think I'm able to change, and the more I think I'm able to get better with age. All this deep thought thinking about life and about plans and about the future and about things that I want to do can be so noisy that it actually leads to me getting stuck and having trouble making choices. And it's just the world keeps getting louder and noisier and more involved and more complex. I have trouble with complex. Like, my brain freezes when there are too many things presented to me at the same time. I have these really great squishy shoes. They're super comfy, but I just stepped on a branch at just the right angle, and it actually went through my shoe and poked me in the foot, and it did not feel good. So being this deep thinking, analytical person is a double-edged sword, because I am a very slow responder, and it takes me a while to express my thoughts, unless we're just talking about normal everyday things. I have trouble communicating what is really going on inside of my head. I'm not a quiet person, but I'm a slow responder, which drives most of the rest of the world crazy. But on the other hand, I process information more slowly than other people I know. And so I get angry because when somebody offends me, I don't have a quick comeback. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because for those people in the world who are able to respond really quickly, it leads to more conflict. It leads to hurt feelings. It leads to offense. And so, for example, before I knew Jesus, I had become so hard-hearted because of people injuring me and taking offense at so many things that I got really good at practicing the quick comeback. And so it made me really, really sarcastic and really mean-spirited. And thankfully, I met Jesus, and I'm unlearning that behavior because it's usually not a good thing. I know I'm going to want to talk about this again, so that's all I'm going to say about it for now. Good morning. Welcome to South Mountain Park. I'm here with my hiking buddy, Deb, and we are hiking the Mormon Trail to the Mormon Loop to the Hidden Valley. It's a beautiful day, and I will show you some scenery here in a minute. I have decided, well, we decided together a few weeks ago to hike every Saturday. And so, you know, it must be Saturday. One week later, the snow is completely gone. It's like the lemon squeezer on the Appalachian Trail. And I can never remember. I think you need to like take your pack off. Because it's a really tight squeeze. Definitely get through it without your pack on though. Oh, it's really tight right here. Okay. Oh, and then it's kind of weird here. You need to like use your hands.
Are you sure I'm going to be able to fit?
Yes. We made it. Deb decided to go over the boulder because she's a little bit claustrophobic. We've reached the exit. Alright, that was 3 hours and about 6.5 miles with over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Next up, we're gonna talk strategy for our backpacking trip on the Arizona Trail. And I think this will be it for the day.